looking glass, as you can see behind me. This book right here. So I'm starting this off as a pre-Happy Turkey Day. On this video, I'm going to discuss what you may want to pair with your food that you're going to be cooking. We have a few options. I'm going to go from white to red. So let's just get right into it. What I'm thinking is for Thanksgiving or Happy Turkey Day or whatever you want to call it, some options would be definitely Chardonnay. Chardonnay is weightier for the white wines. I tend to go with the ones that are a little bit more mineral driven, a little bit more like that have been aged in still as well as probably with oak. A little bit higher acid type ones because they tend to break down foods a little bit easier, and the flavor profile doesn't overwhelm the food that you're going to be pairing it with. So I would say Chardonnay is a good one. Specifically, if I was to break it down to a bottle, I would say Sandy out of Santa Barbara. It's the Rajapar project, and I would say that's a really, really well balanced one. The alcohol is not too high, and if you have stuffing, I think that with gravy, I think that's a good pairing with it. It also would go good with turkey, of course. But I think that that's going to be the really good pairing for white. Some other options would be Chenin Blanc from Vouvray in Loire Valley, France. I tend to think they do some really good balanced white wines over there. Give me a second. I'm going to take a little sip. Can't have a video without drinking a little bit of wine, you know? And then lastly, I would say a Roussanne or a Marsanne blend. Specifically Marsanne, specific option that I like would be out of Australia. It's a brand called Tahbilk. It's Tahbilk. They have some of the oldest vines of Marsanne, but you can get you get their fresher Marsanne and young and youthful Marsanne, and it's more reasonably priced too. So I would say that's the three options: Chardonnay, Chenin Blanc from Vouvray, Loire, France, and then also Tahbilk Marsanne out of Australia. For the rosés, I would say I would be looking for probably a rosé of Pinot Noir. They tend to be a little bit deeper and a little bit more complex than one of Grenache. You can always do Grenache. So Grenache is good if you're talking about Provence. I think those ones really run well. They're mineral driven, a little lighter in body, but I would say for some ham or even the turkey, or I mean, there's a lot of different options. It's very versatile. Rosé is, especially rosé Pinot Noir. Two options for the rosés of Pinot Noir would be Beauregard. I really, really love Beauregard. It's out of California. Rosé Pinot Noir. That one's complex. It's very refreshing though, high acid, and the finish is very persistent. Also like Soter out of Oregon. That's also another one that's spelled Soter. That's a fun one. Rosé Pinot Noir. I think they have a couple of them, but either one is gonna be very refreshing. And they have a sparkling one too that is just like out of this world. Again, sparkling wine too. If you're gonna be pairing wine with your with Thanksgiving, one of the most diverse, one of the most unique and refreshing wines that is going to pair with almost every dish is going to be sparkling wine. So I'm not going to get into sparkling so much into this video, but there's a lot of good options for that. So, and then also again, Provence is a good area out of France for rosés. Lastly, let's get into the reds. This is the one that everybody's always talking about. People tend to drink a lot more red wine than white wine, unfortunately, because I love white wine. But let's indulge the redheads here. So, in my opinion, the most unique and diverse and wine that's going to go with more options for food is going to be Cru Beaujolais out of France, out of Burgundy, southern Burgundy. A good option that I like is the Scombs out of Bruilly. It's going to be spelled Descombes. They have a Cru Beaujolais there that is has great structure, nice acid, lush fruit up front. That's another thing too. If you're going to be doing reds, you don't want anything overcomplicated for your pairing dishes. You want something that's going to get to the point, have pure fruit, high acid to break down the food, and great structure. So I would say Cru Beaujolais. Again, the scones. I think that's going to be a really good option. And again, that's spelled DESCOMBES. Another option, if you want something a little heavier, something cab like but not cab, because cab can pair with some dishes, but doesn't always. Say you have roast beef, I would say garnacha out of Priorat, Spain, is a really good option for you. And specifically, I would say the Le Mans 2011. I mean, other vintages work too, but like let's say the Le Mans, and that's spelled LES space MINES. That's a great option. It's big, bold. If you have any roast beef going on there, or any other like heavier, meatier dishes with gravy, this is going to go really well. Very long finish, big, bold, but nice little underbelly of acid to give it some structure. And then lastly, well, no, let's go two more. I like the Peregrine Zen too. If you like Zinfandel, Peregrine is a very good option. Shout out to my homegirl Megan because she loves this wine. Um, this one's amazing. I'm not a huge Zin fan, but when I do, I like balance. This one has a lot of blue fruit, so you're gonna get more blueberries, a little bit more. You're gonna get some of the oak characteristics too. There is a little bit of nutmeg going on there, but it doesn't overwhelm the fruit. The fruit is amazing, and I think that would go really well with a lot of the bigger dishes too. And then lastly, the Halcon Grenache blend. Halcon is out of Northern California. That's where they source their fruit from, and then they have like a I would say like a cellar and a winery in San Francisco. This one's gonna be a lot of kind of earthy notes, a lot of strawberry going on there, but it's a great pairing wine. And even after you're done eating and you just want something to sip on and marinate, and just enjoy conversation with the family, I would say definitely that Halcon Grenache is gonna do really well for you. So, other than that, those are the wines that I was thinking for pairing for your Thanksgiving or Happy Turkey Day or Happy Indigenous People Day. Um, so, other than that, in my book, I have a huge area all about pairings and stuff. As you can see here, this is the beginning chapter for that. If you're interested in more pairing options, please go to the website www fruit and glass, all one word, so FRUITINGLASS.com. Check that out, and you can purchase my book there for $15. Other than that, I hope you guys are gonna have a great Thanksgiving. Please hit me up with any questions. I would love to engage with you guys. And other than that,